It's me, your Mother Goose Justine, and I am back with more Amberlynn Reid reacts, and I would love to welcome my gaggle back to my flock. So today I'm going to be reacting to Amberlynn's latest two uploads. The first one is a weigh-in with she says a unexpected, unfortunate diagnosis. I think we've been we've been expecting that here, right? Okay, and the other one is let's talk, and she's talking about Beck again for some reason. I guess she just needed something to put in a title that would tick us off, so we would click on it. I'm gonna have a timestamp to when each of these reactions begin, pinned in the comments, in case you guys just want to skip right to the reactions. I don't blame you guys, because I do tend to talk a lot in the beginning, though we have a lot to watch today, so I kind of want to get to it pretty quickly. Hey everybody! Cat Lou's got their espresso. I ordered decaf on accident. I got a whole box of decaf K-Cups, and I gotta say, I'm really enjoying it. So, anyway, let's see who was first. That's right, Danny was first, and Danny was like really super early. Hey, Danny. Next was Cat Lou, Lola. Hey, Cecily, Alice, Bees and Bookcases. Good to see you, and Scooter. And let's see, Lexi, Thinning Gizmo, good to see you too. Ashley, Miko, Cat Lou, I think I already said you, right? Hey, Mr. Neo Moon and T-Cat Bird and Jamie C and the whole crew's here, everybody. Let's see. Ooh, Alice just finished cleaning the kitchen. It's good timing. Oh my God, okay, you actually got a notification? I never get my own notifications. Sometimes I do, but I don't know. They're not very good at sending them out. I'm just saying. YouTube picked this. I don't think YouTube picked this particular thumbnail, Deb. Yes, we're just starting, Jen. You're first. Hey, JM. Let's see. Let's see who else is here. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you guys for cheering me up. I had like a crappy past couple days, so. Thank you. Come cheer me up. I don't know. Already I'm like in a mood. It's like, what's Amber crying about now? Is she crying because she got bored counting all her money? I don't know. Like, is she crying because she's got no one to play choosy with? I'm sorry. Guys, look, I'm not. I'm already not in a mood. I gotta warn you guys. I haven't had, look, and also on top of that, then today, I was like, waiting for no, we're not waiting. We had a friggin' plumber here all day. We had a plumber here again. You guys probably think we're all sorts of it because we always have people here working on the house or something. Like, you probably think that we're like, I don't know, but we're not. The issue wasn't even our issue. The plumber was here because the apartment attached to us was getting a leak every time we took a shower. So I don't know, guys. So they were here. Oh, good. Jen said get ready to be pissed. So I came here already pissed. What's that mean? I can't be too pissed, though, because I got the Hanson shirt. So, anyway, the throwback. Hell yeah, that's it. Thank you. Deb said cheer Justine up with some likes. I like that. Yay, maybe I can get the thumbs up to come up. No, why can't I get a... I can never get the thumbs up to come when I want. We're all tired of the rain, Alice. That's another thing. That's making me like, so I can't even. I'm so sick of the rain and the crap and the, I don't know. I was about to say something, but never mind. I'm just sick of it. That's the thing. And you know what else? I'm also sick of Amberlynn talking about Beck. Can she please stop? Like, what? Okay, so hold on. Actually, you know what, guys? I kind of want to get started, like, kind of early this time because we've got, like, a lot to watch. And, oh, thank you. Jamie C. said, everybody, don't forget to make sure your chat settings are on, quote, all our live messages so you don't miss any of the comments. Thank you, Jamie. So, make sure your chat's on all messages, which mine isn't even on. So, let me do that. Thank you. Hey, Megan, it's good to see you. Oh, I forgot to message Jamie. I hope she's doing good. Hey, tomorrow said, let's go. Do you guys mind if we get started just like already? Because I've got like a lot to watch and like freaking. Not only that, I'm hoping to have this to be done enough before my sister gets home that I can fry some tofu because I'm obsessed with making tofu nuggets in the air fryer. Oh, there's Jamie. I just mentioned you. Hope you're doing good. Oh, you got a notification? That's great. Good. So I've been obsessed with making tofu in the air fryer and making nuggets out of it. And I keep trying to make it better and crispier each time. And I don't know. So quickly, and then I'll get into it, I promise. In fact, I'm going to leave this up to encourage me to move quickly. Snowflake thinks this is the heaviest she's ever been. Tomorrow, I'm not sure about that, but I'm about to watch. So let's see. Because I mean, we've all seen her like I don't know, the 2018 friggin' Amber was very I'll take a look. But I also haven't watched Snowflake, and you know what it is, guys? When I have Ambers to react to, I don't even log into KickingGeese. I have a different account that doesn't have Amber stuff on it, so I don't get spoiled. Anyway, so I haven't seen Snowflake's recent stuff yet. But then what happens is I react, and then I spend the rest of the evening watching Amber and catching up. Yeah, I've been using cornstarch rain. Exactly. Jamie said it's hard to say because we can't see her legs, and that's where I imagine most of her weight is. Well, oh yeah, so what I ate today, and then I'll get into it. So I've been making a chickpea salad. It's kind of like it's like vegan tuna. We call it TOONA. We call it tuna. It's like you smash up chickpeas and add in the general tuna salad mix-ins like mayonnaise, celery, onion, mustard, right, some vinegar or whatever. And so I make a chickpea salad, very basic, and I put it on a hoagie roll, right? And then I put a slice of chow cheese that I ripped up to make, and then I put it through the air fryer. So I made like a tuna melt with the chow cheese, and chow is chow's like the only vegan cheddar I like. It's so good. That was an unbelievable sandwich. I keep making really good sandwiches. I need to maybe I said this last weekend, but maybe I'll actually vlog this weekend. Now that I have a bunch of tofu, I think since I finally have tofu now, I'll because the 21st just passed, so I got myself some tofu. I can do I can make a vlog. No, I don't make it fishy at all, actually, Neil Moon. I just add salt and pepper. I mean, maybe I could mess with, like, kelp powder, or, like, people rip up nori. You know, nori is that, like, paper that you use for sushi. Some people rip up nori. I just make it with mayonnaise and mustard, you know. Okay said, my name is Una, so whenever I see tuna recipes, it makes me laugh. That's so cute. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh, isn't chow a great cheese, Anastasia? And I think I need to take a look, but I think they use pretty whole food ingredients for chow. That was my original draw to chow, I think, was the ingredients. They use tofu and coconut oil and nothing too junky, I believe. So chow cheese is so good. Your friend makes that, Alice? Yeah, chickpea salad is like one of my favorite. I never get sick of it. I could have it forever. Yeah, Lexi said, tofu and chickpeas. I know all the exciting stuff that... Oh my god, you guys are making me excited. I should vlog this weekend. Tomorrow's Friday, so maybe I'll... I haven't vlogged in a minute. Hey, Paris, it's good to see you. Oh, I love veggie sushi summer. Guys, I could sit here and talk about food for 10 hours, easily. In fact, I should have a 10-hour food stream. I should title it that, 10-hour food stream. But for now, we've got a whole lot of Amber to watch, and, you know, it's just a lot of Amber, just due to the, you know, the sheer size and magnitude. I'm sorry. Do I have the screen up, right? Yes. Okay, so let me get my chat up on my phone. I just want to talk about Amber's latest two thumbnails because first of all, friggin' I, I don't know, like she keeps trying to make us feel bad for her. Anyway, so this is the one I'm about to react to. Diabetes results and unexpected unfortunate diagnosis. Friggin' Amber, like literally everyone's expecting something bad to happen because she ignores what doctors tell her to do. Friggin', what does she expect is gonna happen? All right, so let's Jamie, you don't know if you can stomach her video today? Well, why don't you go ahead and take a Pepto Bismol? Because here we go.
Hey guys.
We're gonna watch her weigh-in first, which I'm sure her weigh-in, went great.
Welcome to a new weigh-in video.
Hi.
I feel like I kind of have a lot of things to talk about, so let's jump right into the 5 questions. So for the 5 questions, I get them on Instagram. I post a little thing on my story that says, ask me any questions that are weight, food, health related, and then I gather them, and I even have a list of like backup questions.
Okay.
Why were you so proud of
So we're just supposed to believe that you got these. So you couldn't bother. So you get these from Instagram and you don't bother to screenshot them. You just. So we're just supposed to believe that these are just questions that you just got. Anyway, okay. So why were you so proud of weighing? Why were you? Why were you so proud of yourself for not weighing in daily? Like, why were you so proud of not doing something?
yourself for not weighing in daily. So food
Sorry.
isn't the only relationship that I'm trying to work on.
Girl, you're not working on crack. Let's get real. The only thing you're working on is, I don't know, you're trying to eat more things. I don't know. Your palate. You're trying to expand your palate. You're trying to eat more.
I'm trying to also work on the relationship with my vaping. That's why I've quit that, even though I have highly relied on it. And I'm working on my relationship with the scale because I can become extremely obsessed with it.
Girl, you should be. You're huge. No offense. I think you should be paying attention to what the scale is saying and doing. Jesus.
There are times where I will literally weigh myself multiple times a day.
Hold on, I gotta pause. Look, girl, I actually quit vaping. I know she's not talking. I quit a nicotine vape. But girl, there's no what do you mean relationship with a vape? It's an inanimate object, girl. Just quit it. Just, if you don't want to do it anymore, then quit. It's, jeez.
And this is extremely unhealthy because I will see a normal fluctuation.
You're unhealthy. Sorry. See what happened? You guys cheered me up and now like... Kelly asks, how can she work to have a good relationship with food when she doesn't even know what a good relationship with food looks like? She does, Kelly. She does. She's been to therapy, unlike you. Sorry.
And that happens to everybody. And I will take that fluctuation and it'll trigger me and spiral me. And sometimes it'll cause me to overeat or emotional eat. But regardless,
right, that's what work on your, that's what that means. You need to work on not spiraling just because you step on a scale. Not avoid the scale. You're not working on anything. You're avoiding shit, it sounds like. Avoiding is not working on. If you're working on it, you would get on the scale and work through the feelings. Like, that's, you're not working on crap, Amber.
Not healthy.
Jeez
it doesn't
Louise.
make sense, but it is something
Uma said, oh my god, the vape was her girlfriend. Jamie said, relationship with a scale. It's like, what really, girl? Like, you don't even get on it. Like, I want to hear that scale talk. I'm just saying.
It can be fixed, so I'm trying to fix it. So the fact that I was able to go a whole week without weighing myself is crazy. Have you noticed your
No, it's you avoiding. Tomorrow said, Snowflake made a great point about this. Quote, working on a relationship means she can do whatever without any goals. Right, without any goals or expectations, right? Like, can you imagine, like, I'm working on my relationship and you just don't message them for a week? Ay. Have you noticed your face also swells when you're swollen?
face also swells when you are swollen. Yes. And my mom also experiences it. So it might be like common or like genetic. Like literally in my last vlog.
Girl, when you gain weight, you gain weight in your face too.
My last weekly vlog that I posted, I noticed it, and I'll show you guys a clip where it's like the beginning of my vlog, I am so swollen. And then towards the ending, you can like literally see how much I've deswelled. So that's why when I see people are like, oh my God, it's so like noticeable that Amberlynn has gained weight. It's like, you know, yeah, but also a lot of the times like you're seeing me really swollen.
Yeah, so a lot of times it's because you just ate something that you shouldn't have. And doctors have told you to not eat stuff like that, and you do anyway.
Sometimes it's a lot more obvious, like in my chin or around my eyes or my cheeks, or sometimes it's just my legs, my arms. But this was the beginning of my vlog, and then here I was at the end, where you can tell that the swelling has dog, and then here I was at the end, legs, my arms. But this was the beginning of my vlog, or sometimes it's just my legs, my arms. But this was the beginning of my vlog, and then here I was at the end.
Girl, you look big in the beginning and big in the end. I don't know what to say.
Where you can tell that
she literally has like a what do you call it? A dysmorphia. It is a different shirt. Did I point that out last week? She looked larger at different parts of the video. I imagine like friggin' right. Tomorrow said camera angle. Like first of all, I don't even tell the difference, or it's two different cameras or something. She's mentioned how certain cameras make her look thinner than others. I don't know. Yes, D-swelled, Jamie. You clearly need to learn your vocabulary.
Swelling has definitely gone down.
Buy a dictionary. I don't know what to say.
So sometimes I do look bigger. Sometimes I do look smaller. And that's just the way it goes.
You never look smaller.
With the things that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, yeah, she's so unique. Only Amber has thin angles and fat angles. Only Amber has that. Everybody else looks exactly the same from all different angles and lightings and with all different cameras. Everybody else looks completely the same. Not Amber. She's very unique. So remember that.
Is it true that you would stay this size if it was healthy? So in one of my last live streams, I talked about the fact that like, if it wasn't for the fact that...
Yes, she has said that. Like she has said recently, I think, that she felt good in the mid 400s. Like she would stay there. And I believe it. And she has no interest in being actually healthy. She doesn't want to give up, like I said, she's a food addict. She doesn't want to give it up. She wants to keep her food, but be thin. That's what she wants. That's not how it works.
And this size was unhealthy, I wouldn't feel like this urgency or this anxiety or constantly talk about weight loss. I wouldn't care so much to lose weight. And what I mean by that is I'm not...
So you don't care about the fact that you can't take Twinkie on a nice long walk? Like that's not enough for you?
Doing it for vanity.
What about you being unable to do basic things to take care of your... You don't want more energy to do things for your pets? You don't want to feel good just to feel good. It's just, you know what, I can't.
Reasons. I'm not doing it for shallow reasons. I'm not doing it for my looks. I am doing it for my health. That is why I've always been...
If you were doing it for your health, then you wouldn't get salads at friggin' bingo. Give me a break.
Very much about body positivity in the sense of everyone is beautiful regardless of what they look like or the size that they are. Sure. But I do not believe in health at every size, and I never have. But yes, if I could be healthy, if you
don't believe in it, so why do you insist on moderating junk food if that's so true? Like stop using principles from health at every size, because that's what they say. So if you don't agree with what they say, then stop doing what they say, because that's what you do.
That was not an unhealthy thing, that I wouldn't care. Because again, this is not for vanity reasons. I'm not fat phobic. I don't think that fat people are ugly, nothing like that. It's strictly because I want to be healthy, I want to feel better, and I want to live a longer life. What do you mean
if that were true, then she would shoot. Then this is like such a stupid question, guys. Do I really have to sit here and listen to what do you mean you'd feel lethargic eating French fries? Like, Amber, nobody cares about this. I know these questions are from Amber. Like, I feel my intelligence being, like, LOL'd at, and I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I don't believe an actual person asked this. Just take a screenshot of the question. Like, this is not... I'm feeling like... I'm feeling lit by gas, guys, okay? I'm feeling like I don't even want to proceed. It's like the question annoys me. It's like such a question I know Amber asked. Someone saw her at Walmart, Jamie said, and she said she was struggling to walk. Wow. Is there... Well, I was going to say is there like picture or video about it, but I don't Wait a minute. No, I don't believe this. City Dweller said, Justine, there are stupid people in the world who would ask something like this. This is not even a question. This is stupid. Stupid. Hey, museum ghost.
Lethargic eating French fries. So what I meant by that is like I feel sluggish. It's just like a sluggish feeling.
So stop eating them. If you were actually intuitively eating, you would stop eating. So you would stop repeatedly ordering something that makes you feel lethargic. That's how it works. That's how, if you were actually working on your relationship with food, apparently, you would stop eating the crap that makes you feel that way. Jeez.
Nobody feels good after eating junky types of food. I know I feel way better, way lighter after I eat a healthier meal versus an unhealthy
So do that more often.
meal. But being lethargic and tired, those things can happen at the same time, but they are two different things. Because a lot of people are like, girl, you just said that you don't get tired after food. But another question I received this week is, why'd you go to Denny's after...
Let's hear what Amber's... Why'd you go to Denny's after the hospital? Friggin' it was... Oh my god, Lauren, you drove by Eagle Stadium in Philly. Oh my god, guys, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how friggin' the tush push was not banned again? They tried to ban it twice this offseason, and twice it was not banned. Oh my god. Okay, I just gotta talk about this 1 second. So, the Eagles run a play every time they're 4th and short, right? They do something called the tush push, where they just push their quarterback a yard to get the first down, right? So it's a play that only the Eagles can do flawlessly, and it annoys everybody. So friggin' it passed. They're not going to get rid of the tush push this year. I'm sure they're going to keep trying, but the tush push is staying. And as soon as the organization voted to keep the tush push, minutes later, the Eagles YouTube channel posted a 26-minute video of the Eagles getting first downs with the tush push. It was such an epic troll. I love the Eagles. I can't wait until the season starts. Anyway, why did Amber go to Denny's after the hospital? Let's see what she said. Because she deserved a treat.
The hospital. My mom was hungry, and I'm not gonna lie, so was I. It was past midnight, and we were at the hospital for hours. Neither of us ate anything that day. I was not expecting to be at the hospital that long.
Girl, you weren't expecting to be at the hospital long? This is bull. If you actually cared, you would have eaten before you left. Girl, I'm vegan. I don't mean to keep bringing up I'm vegan, but the point is it's not exactly easy for me to eat out in the wide world. I eat before I go places. That's what I did when I was losing weight, right? There's not a lot of weight loss food out in the wide world. I would eat before I went somewhere. You don't actually give a crap.
And neither was my mom. I didn't go to the hospital for some like crazy critical thing. I was directed by my doctor's office to go to urgent care, and then urgent care directed me to go to the ER because urgent care actually does not do ultrasounds. And then I ended up calling the emergency room just to see like if I can come in, and they told me I should probably get that looked at. So I went there for an ultrasound. I didn't go there for like anything critical or crazy. Like people still have to eat. My mom said she was not gonna go home and like cook something. I didn't want to come home and cook something. It was really late. I was exhausted. I know she was as well.
This is what you have to prepare for. Because, no offense, Amber, but you don't have a typical schedule, okay, to your day, okay? You gotta be prepared with stuff in the fridge. You don't have to cook every time you eat a meal. You just have it in the fridge. I can't talk. I can't even make sentences. Blue Hoodie said Amber wanted to give the Denny's crowd the thrill of seeing a real celebrity. And that's what really pissed me off. I think I said that because I watched Science and Sarcasm talk about this. And I left a comment and I pointed out that Amber would not have even mentioned going to Denny's that night. She would not have even mentioned stopping at Denny's. And I'm sure she wouldn't have if she wasn't recognized. The whole reason why she brought that up was she wanted to flex that she met a subscriber. That was the whole... Otherwise, she would have kept that from us. And how many times has Amber done something like go to Denny's and not tell us while she's apparently trying to lose weight? You know what? It's like she acts like her life is so much more busy than others. I get it. I get getting a takeout. It's not like I've never like one time we got Taco Bell before I went to the emergency room. But that's, I don't know, but that was rare. I don't know. I never do stuff like that. Like friggin', I don't know. But Amber's not rare. She gets takeout every other meal. Like, come on. I can't even talk. Anyway. Blue Hoodie said, all those new pots and pans with no cooking. What a joke.
Like, eating is still a thing that happens regardless if someone goes to a hospital or not. And I got a salad at Denny's. So, next part is...
Bullshit. If that was the case, she would have vlogged it. She would have shown it off. It's bullshit. This is bullshit. Sorry, I'm like cursing a lot. Sorry, guys. But that's BS. Like, come on. You would have taken it and shown it off if you got a healthy salad. Give me
about how my week went. So I've been going through a lot of stress, anxiety, worry, depression.
We all have. We all do. Does she think she's the only one? I've done nothing but fret the past 2 days, okay? I don't mean to bring it down. I don't want to trauma dump, but guys, come on. Like, life is flanking stressful all the time. I don't want to hear from her. Sorry.
Some very low lows. I have shared a very small fraction of it, but majority of it is happening behind the scenes. I'm absolutely, without a doubt, suffering in silence. So I did have my doctor appointment yesterday because I was able to respond to the wait list really quickly when they sent me the text message. Okay. I accepted a new appointment. So this next part of this video, I will be talking about in my weekly vlog as well, because my weigh-in videos don't get as many views as my other videos. And I want majority of people who watch me to hear this, because this is like a big change in my life that's about to happen. So I will be also talking about this in my weekly vlog. So the first thing I want to talk about is Zepbound. That is the GLP-1 that I was going to go on, which is the weight loss injection. And my doctor prescribed it to me. And based on all of the research I've done...
Is this the one that's like, it costs as much as rent?
Was like, okay, yes, it is very expensive, but it is doable. So I get to the pharmacy and turns out that is not the case at all. The pharmacy told me that the prices have raised. And it's like, okay, in my head, I was like, all right, so the first month is just the beginning dose, which is obviously the cheapest month. But my doctor told me that the beginning dose is not going to do anything for me. So when I increase the Zepbound, it's going to increase the price. And I don't have that money. That's okay. I am currently working on my relationship with food. And instead of
she does have the money, guys. She needs to,
it alone. I'm going to let professionals help.
Right. Kilwell said no one actually suffering in silence says that about themselves. If you were suffering in silence, you would be silent about it. Oh my God.
My doctor did confirm, like, your hysterectomy makes it a lot harder to lose weight. And that was before I did my fasting labs, where I got results for something that literally, it makes me really emotional. It makes me want to cry, but I'm not going to. And we will get into that in a second. So on top of like my hysterectomy.
So wait a minute. You guys are saying that she's lying about the cost? From the cash price is $349 to $499 max. Guys, that's the cash price though. You get it. Does she have insurance or not? Because you get a different price with insurance. I think she said that she does have insurance. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. The end said, is she working on her relationship with spending? No, she's just food only. But and I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she promised that she's doing it. Jamie said, well, for Amber, they make it more expensive, apparently. So Chatty Jesse said the absolute maximum out of pocket from the manufacturer is $4.99. So did she say the price? Did I miss it? Is she saying she can't afford $500? I mean, she spends so much on takeout. If she's trying to say this is annoying. All right.
My lymphedema, my lipedema, my messed up metabolism. It just seems like nothing wants me to lose weight. I have so many things just like literally fighting against me.
So, okay, Chatty Jesse, I know, life just fights against you, right, Amber? So, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood to listen to something like this. Chatty Jesse said, Eli Lilly has a program where you don't use insurance and you pay cash from them. Oh, so there isn't like a lot of times there's like income, like minimums and maximums for that kind of stuff. I don't know. I know because guys, like friggin' my dang, like, I don't know. I've had a heck of a time getting, like, MS medications are really expensive. And wait, Scentbird is $100 a month? No, Ashley said she spends $100 per month on Scentbird.
But I'm not going to give up. So while I was at
yes, you are
at my doctor's appointment, they ask you like this depression screening. They ask you all these like mental health questions, and mine was not good. I ended up literally breaking down in front of my doctor and in front of my mom. I'm like bawling my eyes out. They're handing me tissue. Like I had a full-fledged like anxiety attack right in front of him. It was really embarrassing, but it genuinely shows like the level of my mental health. Like even someone just asking me like in my live stream like a week ago, they were like, how are you doing? Like it made me break down. I'm feeling everything so strongly and so deeply. My emotions are all over the place and I feel really low, and just a lot of mental health problems that I do not want to speak
You have more money than all of us. I don't mean to be mean. I just like I don't know what to say. Cecily said she hates doing stuff. She must. I mean, is that why she's so depressed all of a sudden?
Loud. I just have constant, deep, painful emotions that I experience all day long, and it's genuinely ruining my life. Long story short, I was prescribed an SSRI to help with my anxiety,
Museum Ghost said, how is she doing? Sorry. Wait, stop. Jamie said in a live stream she said she could pay the entire chat's AC bill. Are you serious? Girl, can you pay mine? Girl, like, seriously, electricity is about to go up in New Jersey for no reason. Can someone explain it to me? Someone said, like, and it's confusing. It's like because of the electricity auction. What does that even mean? Our electricity is about to go up 20% for no reason. And I just don't get it. For no like this is what I'm saying, is like Amber's acting like it's just her that life is pushing up against or something. Anyway. Yeah, Chatty Jesse said she better get it together. The closer you get to 40, the more these chronic health conditions start to pop up. And it's very true. And like it, you know, I gotta friggin' like eat a little healthier myself.
My depression, and to help with like the deep feelings of having BPD. It's not going to help regulate my emotions or anything like that. Like I have to work on that myself, but it's going to help stabilize me a little bit. So we did my fasting.
So what's your plan to work on that yourself? Like what's your plan to work on that yourself? Like, does she think that just time's gonna pass and things are gonna get better because she says she's working on it?
And I got those results today. A doctor actually sent me a whole message kind of going over my results and talking about like the abnormal results and what it could mean, etc., etc. And regarding if I have diabetes or not, I want to show you this clip. All right, you guys.
Yeah, for you have like you guys don't get rain there in Arizona, Jamie. That's why. It's been cloudy and raining here for literally a week, man. I All right, let's
My
see.
results
Sorry,
are
guys.
in.
Like, why does
This
she
is my
have to
MacBook.
friggin' like show us? Like, she doesn't have to be this personal with us.
We're zoomed in, so you don't see anything personal. I'm signed into my little health portal. I'm gonna click
Okay.
test results. So we did a multitude of things here, but we're about to find out.
Oh,
Here's my
A1C. Oh,
hemoglobin
shoot, that's her blood sugar. Yeah.
A1C to determine am I
A1C.
diabetic or not.
I want to point out that my mom has diabetes. My mom has, multiple sclerosis, diabetes, and she had cancer, right? But she wasn't diagnosed with diabetes until what was it, like a few years ago. It was on Christmas Eve. I'll never forget it.
All right. No. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, 5.4 is my actual exact number that I always am every time I get this checked. So not even a pre-diabetic. So pre-diabetic would be 5.7 through 6.4. I do not have
I believe her only because, like I said, my mom was diagnosed older. So anyway.
diabetes. I'm not even pre-diabetic. That is always something.
Oh, Sid Vicious said his mom's still with us. Are you talking about my mom? Yes, my mom's still. Yes, my mom is so. Actually, hearts for my mom. She had a rough day today because friggin' the plumber came. We had to be ready at like 7:30 this morning. So my poor mom was like cleaning and stuff. So anyway,
Something that is just like in the back of my mind. I'm just always fearful that it's gonna happen.
Yeah. And what do you change because of that? So, and this is why I say this. So Amber's saying in the back of my mind, it's always a fear. I'm always worried about. So, what she could do was just eat better so that, I mean, it is a preventable disease. You could just start to eat better, Amber, that, or you could just do nothing and then fret. And that's why I say when Amber complains about having bad mental health, and I'm like, yeah, I don't blame, of course you do, because you're ignoring all this shit. This is an example. You're worried about getting diabetes, and instead of eating better, you continue to eat like crap, right? You keep getting the king size whatever, right? So, and that's causing the anxiety because you have that fear, you're ignoring it, and you're eating a king size.
Is happening and I don't know about it. Just because you're fat does not mean you have diabetes. And
Amber,
just
my mom's thin and she has type 2 diabetes. Like, nobody cares. She's so annoying. She's so annoying. Like, Amber, for frig's sake, nobody cares that you're fat as much as you do, Amber. You're the one that's obsessed with it. Okay?
Skinny doesn't mean you won't get diabetes. But some of my blood work is a little off.
Dang it.
Some things that are questionable that he said is something to really worry about right now. But
not Almond Joy. It was like it's like chocolate with an almond in it. I don't remember, guys. It was a candy. It was an almond Hershey.
There is something that I'm going to be going on medicine for. Turns out I have hypothyroidism. That's so hard to say for me. I don't know why. So people who have that is a leading cause of weight gain. Like I've constantly been it's hard.
That's what's so annoying. Chatty Jessica said she acts like diabetes is the only indicator of health. All right, so Amber got a it sounds like she got a unique sounding illness to complain about, so that's new and fun.
I'm gonna lose weight because of my lymphedema, my going through menopause at such an early age, the hysterectomy, like the list can just go on. And now, bam, smack in the face. I have the very thing that causes people to gain weight. Like, it's just like, I feel like the world is like against me right now.
Amber, if that's what you want, if that's how you want to feel about things, Amber, go ahead and feel about it. Keep thinking that you have no control over things and keep crying about it and keep putting ads on it. Oh, Jen, thank you for the super chat. She said, Amber said her dad had amputations because of his diabetes, so she has a family history plus her weight. It will catch up with her eventually. Like I said, my mom got it later in life. Well, she admits that she did have some symptoms around my age that she kind of pushed aside. She did tell me that. But anyway. Yeah, we'll catch up. I mean, I don't know what she's thinking.
I know that could just be like my depression talking, but I just feel really, really overwhelmed and defeated. So having the hypothyroidism, God, I'm gonna hate saying that word. It causes like the hair thinning. So that's also like a double whammy. And it also causes like low moods and depression and exhaustion, brain fog.
There's plenty of like, I don't know. See, this is going to be a thing now because the internet is full of women, even older than Amber, that have lost weight with she has hypothyroidism, right? There's so many women online who have lost weight even with the hypothyroid. I'm just saying. So she's gonna take this and run with this like I can't lose weight when it's total bull. It just, of course she can. It just, Amber just can't. What's the word when you? she can't really invest in a program. She never gets into it. She never follows it. And that's what it requires. It requires being kind of strict with your eating and stuff. Anyway.
Etc., etc. And I'm just like, wow, this is all also adding up for me.
Right. Star said, I know. Well, this is adding up for me. Star says, does she think she's the only one with hypothyroidism? I feel like it sounds kind of... Lauren had a cat with hypothyroidism. Oy, oy, oy. Anyway. Alright, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know.
So on top of taking the medicine for that, I'm also going to be taking a vitamin D because it was a little low. Mm-hmm. It definitely has gotten higher every single time I've gotten it checked. So that's good.
Right, because you do take vitamin D for like a month and then you stop.
But I just feel like, damn, like what next? Like I genuinely went from taking 0 medicine to now I'm going to be taking 3 medicines a day. And I just feel overwhelmed and scared and frustrated. Like I hate medicine, but I know that I have to take it. My week's been rough. And these are just things that like I'm choosing to tell you guys because trust me.
Oh girl, I know we never expect you to be 100% truthful.
Your girl has a whole other personal shit show of a life that she is currently going through right now. And I'm telling you, my mental health
we all do, girl,
is so fucking bad. And I cannot wait for this medicine to just like do what it's supposed to.
Okay, good. Okay, so now she thinks the pill is gonna magically make her feel better.
Do work
via no work.
My body.
It's like so annoying.
And just me continue to like make healthier choices and just do things that are right for me. So now let's talk about the goals that I had last week, which was
I know Tomorrow said Amber has to take medicine now. What terrible luck. Let me tell you what, I have to take medicine how many times a day? I take it at 8 in the morning, I take it at noon, I take it at 2 o'clock, I take it at 4 o'clock, and then I take it before bed. So it's 2 different pills. One of them I take 4 times a day, and the other one I take 3 times a day. So, I don't know. Anyway.
Just one.
I'm just saying.
Work on my relationship with food, and yes, I have
What does that even mean?
Been doing that. So I have 2 goals this week.
She's been still doing that.
One is I want to keep a food journal. This will help me be aware of things that I'm eating because as you guys know, like I'm not counting the calories.
So you got to buy a whole new journal for that now, Amber?
Anything like that. I'm strictly just like making better choices. But I'm finding
what does that even mean?
Myself like later in the night being like, what have I ate today? Like, why do I feel hungry? Or why this, why that? If I have a food journal, I'll know exactly what I ate. Keeping a food journal is like one of the very most recommended things that like...
So she eats so often, you can't even remember what you ate earlier in the day?
Any dietitian or nutritionist will tell you to do. And my second goal is literally just take my medications as directed. And I want to document personally in my journal how I feel when necessary. So my last weigh-in from last week was 513.0. And this week I'm 516.0. And I'm telling you, not surprised. I have
me either. So she gained weight. What's her excuse?
Everything fighting against me.
Girl, you ate like crap. You ate like crap all week, and I pointed it out the whole time. You went to Denny's at midnight. Girl, I got a salad. Yeah, okay. Guys, I can't. I'm done. I can't. I gotta keep going? I gotta keep going. It's only 5:15. Oh no. Right, that's what I'm saying. The end said bets on whether she'll buy one of those 40 journals she already has. No, it's not her fault, Paul. She has hypothyroidism. She has depression. She has... What's the other thing she has? She has cellulitis, lymphedema, lipedema. Like, what's the matter with you, Paul? She has every excuse in the friggin' book. All right, I don't even want to let her finish. I'm sorry, I'm annoyed. Let's go. Let's... All right, so this is really annoying. So this is her Let's Talk episode, which is her basically her half an hour Q&As that she posts once a week. So this is Keemstar versus Zachary Michael. I actually don't know anything about this, but I'm pretty sure Zachary Michael has not posted about Amber for a few weeks now. Am I correct? I don't think Zach even posts about Amber anymore, so it's weird that Amber's even mentioning that. And next was how Beck proposed. Why is she bringing this up? And also growing up in poverty. Girl, get like, we're all in poverty right now. Nobody can afford like crap, okay? So like, anyway.
Hello, welcome to another Let's Talk. I was crying a little bit before this video, so that's why I look the way I do, but I'm okay. So let's just hop right into it.
Girl, get it together. Wipe your eyes. You don't have to tell us that you were crying. I can't.
Sweet and sour.
Yeah.
KCHI Juarez said, they didn't silence you. You embarrassed them with the engagement story. I'd be mad too if I was them.
Girl, all right, so here we go. So here's the thing, Amber. Just because someone asks you about Beck doesn't mean that you have to respond. Doesn't mean you have to choose it.
So that engagement story was as much theirs as it was mine, and I'm allowed to share that. If you're embarrassed with the way that you proposed,
like, wipe your eye, like friggin' put on makeup. You always like make a big deal whether or not you're wearing makeup. Why don't you put some makeup on?
Maybe you shouldn't have proposed that way. I stand by what I said. It was a weird way to propose. If you guys don't know, Beck proposed on a little vibrator. It's me personal that I've shared when I have hundreds more, but I choose not to. Ranch girly.
Wait a minute, I missed something.
And it have sex with me for the rest of my life. And I a few years, and they asked me, will you have sex with me for the rest of my life? And I just thought that was kind of insensitive. It didn't feel personal, and it just felt off to me. And I have a right to share that. And that's like the only story that I've shared when I have hundreds more, but I choose not to.
Girl, shut the up. You choose not to. All you choose to do is talk about Beck. You've got no other content, basically. I can't.
Girly33 said, Amberlynn, look at all the positivity in the chat. The change is coming. So I don't know. I've only seen the few comments that I screenshotted here, but if there is more positivity, I am happy to see it. Thank you guys. Sailor Mercury.
So that was Amber's way of saying, yeah, there's some positivity, but not enough. Give me more.
1990 said, yep. I keep saying, why does VM sound like the same people every damn week? So I'm assuming you're talking about the voice messages. Right. I have not done a single repeat. Every single voice message I have done has been from a different person.
All right, Amber. I believe you. They're all totally genuine.
Chop Suey 2716 said, why she keeps saying she had a CT scan? She was too fat years ago and she didn't get it. She's heavier than before, but willy-nilly getting scans now. Well, for one, I'm not heavier now. 2, I'm saying that I got a CT scan because I did. 3, I was only too big for a CT scan one time, and that was during a time when I was in a rural area. Since then, I've gotten multiple CT scans due to my cancer because I was in a bigger city. CT scans have weight limits, and they're all different.
All right, I need, this, guys, I need, like, this, I'm being lit by gas so hard right now. Like, I know, like, girl, you did not get this. I reacted during this time, and I would not shut up about it. She was not getting the scans. They referred her to a weight loss specialist to help her lose enough weight to get the scan. She didn't do what they wanted her to do. Yeah, friggin' The End said she was too big last year. Girl, no one believes that you lost any weight. You're not showing a scale. Nobody believes you. Like, it's... The End said it was literally a video title.
Different large populated places have CT scans that do allow bigger bodies.
I do actually believe that. But what does she mean she was in a rural area? She was in Lexington. No? So wait a minute. That's not a rural, like Lexington's like a big city. So right, Deb said if she was getting scans all the time, she would have brought it up, right? Like her healthy salad she got at Denny's apparently. She would have taken a picture of that too. Yes, Shelly said her scale only goes up to 550, which I believe because I'm watching my 600-pound life right now, and anyway, Jamie said they have bariatric scanners that go up to 700. I believe it, and maybe back when she was living with the boys, she couldn't get a scan in the rural area, but then she went to Lexington, and she was in Lexington with the cancer. Yeah, Chatty Jessie said she told us in Oklahoma she was the exact max weight and she didn't do it. I remember that. You're right. I can't with this. Like she acts like she's just I can't with how casually she's lying. It's so annoying.
So I hope this helps. All right, now
okay.
Now it's time for Sippin' Community. What do you consider working on your relationship with food? What have you done to improve it? So I'm just gonna list.
All right, so is that her pretending to read a question? Amber, nobody asked you that. Nobody asked her this. Well, I've been asking it repeatedly, so maybe she's quoting me.
List off a few things.
Okay.
I'm no longer like labeling foods good or bad. Yes, I'm fully aware that there are foods that are better for you.
Girl, McDonald's is bad for you. Wake, I want to slap her back. Girl, get the real. You get real. Like I said, those concepts, those food isn't good or bad concepts, I know, I'm very familiar with this, right? This is for people who need help eating, who get so overwhelmed with like food anxieties that they don't even eat. Amber, you're clearly eating. You don't have issues eating. This is like this is guys, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Girl, wake up. Look at you. Yeah, someone pointed out that like yeah, okay, maybe her blood sugar was like normal or whatever, but barely, and it was basically nearly pre-diabetic. So friggin' get like it is health at every size, the ends. This is what I'm saying. But Amber also says, oh, I'm not health at every size, though. It's, like, so annoying. Right, Denny's is bad. Thank you, Teacat Bird. Friggin' having half a cup of cheese or dressing with your salad isn't healthy. Like, it's pure delusion. I can't. I'm like... What's the matter with me for watching this? I'm only 2 minutes in.
Nourish myself with those. But labeling certain foods as bad is triggering as hell for me.
Amber, you're triggered and you eat like crap anyway. It doesn't matter. You were just crying about something. What? Were you crying because... Were you crying because... I don't know. Like, was it food related? Like, I'm getting... Jamie said Justine's getting triggered. I can't.
Trying to figure out, like, what are my emotional triggers? What are my mental triggers? Like, what are my environmental triggers and things like that? And then finding coping mechanisms.
Everything triggers you. This is wrong. She needs to get off whatever this is. This is very wrong. Yeah, Chatty Jessie said her A1C was also capturing a time when she took a GLP-1, right? Yes, you're right, Chatty Jessie, because the A1C goes back 3 months. It's like an average of the past 3 months, and she's been on a GLP-1. That's a good point. That's Ashley said, did anyone check out the Denny's menu? Which salad? I imagine the Denny's menu probably varies regionally.
For those triggers. I'm keeping a food journal. This is building lots of awareness for me. I'm slowing down my eating and I'm trying.
Oh, you've gained weight in the past week. Wake the f up. Wake up. You gained weight. You are gaining weight. You are eating king size craps. Like, stop it. You're going to Denny's at midnight. Hello? Jeez Louise.
Not to eat so much while watching something, because I realize I eat a lot faster while I'm like watching a YouTube video.
Amber, this is all BS. This is all crap. You need to stop eating. You've got an addiction. You got to put it down. I'm sorry. I don't like it's time.
I'm trying to be more focused on my food. I am literally.
Kelly said, in the words of Michael V. Petty, quote, she needs prison. For real. I can't. Guys, I can't even listen to this.
Discarding the all or nothing approach, because that has never worked for me in the past.
Girl, nothing's worked for you. When have you ever done all or nothing, Amber? When have you ever gone all? What has worked for you in the past? Ever? She is friggin' delusional. Right, Deb said, why is she so smug when she says this? Look at her face. Jeez. I don't know what, like, she needs to, you know what it is? She needs to be, like, poor. I'm sorry. Like, I hope the universe, honestly, like, Lord forgive me, honestly, but she needs, like, literal, lack, like, because none of us in this chat could afford to do what she's doing, right? Yeah. Kelly said, I think she enjoys making Justine and Jordy lose their minds. Well, that's sad. Well, no, not really. It's fun. You know what? Actually, if I had haters and they were reacting to me, maybe I would do the same thing. So that's fair, now that I think about it.
Because when I do the all or nothing approach, if I make one small, tiny, like, quote unquote, bad decision, or I'm taking away the bad, but in the past, if I would have made that bad decision.
Well, you do it anyway. You do it anyway. No matter what you do, you find a way to not. I don't know.
I would have just let loose for the full day. But instead, I make that quote unquote bad decision and I just go on. I'm connecting my eating to self-worth.
Amber, if that were the case, then you would, like, you're gaining weight. Wake up. I can't even listen to this.
Like, so many people tell me, Amberlynn, you're so fat, you don't need to eat for a year. Like, I don't believe that.
People do it. Like, people get weight loss surgeries. People do, like, I'm like losing, guys. I can't even talk. I can't even talk. Ray Star said, Amber, you aren't cutesy fat. You're not small fat, okay? This isn't like, come on. City Dweller said she uses air quotes like Justine did in the dinosaur video. I can't, anyway.
It's trying to really, truly take away all of this, like, nonsense, this noise that I only deserve food if I'm skinny. I try not to watch any eating content.
You only, Amber, see, this is Amber's thing. I only deserve food if I'm skinny. Amber, you don't have that problem. Girl, that's not you. You clearly don't feel guilty eating. Look at you. You have, this is what I'm saying. She's talking about ways of eating that people that have trouble eating do. Okay? Like, she doesn't have that. She's in the wrong thing, and like, it's like pissing me off because this whole health at every size nonsense, like, you know, poisons crap, and like now, you know, everybody who's on a diet for 5 minutes thinks they have an ED, and it's like really annoying. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I just had to say all that. Hey, Tim, it's so good to see you. Right, thank you. Declan said, girl, just be quiet and put the fork down. Exactly. City Dweller said food is the only thing she thinks that she's entitled to. Exactly. Like, it's not like, yes, this is TikTok word salad, Jamie. Chatty Josie said someone needs to inform her and Chantal that recovery from ED is full of discomfort. Friggin' I've no, because like I said, I've been watching my 600-pound life. I'm watching my 600-pound life. Where are they now? And all those people who existed for months on a 1,200 calorie a day Dr. Now diet appear to be doing just fine, Amber. Like, wake up. Jesus.
If I do, I make sure they're eating something healthy. Like, have you guys heard of the Tiffany plate? That's that plate that I eat with all the veggies and the cottage cheese and the chicken sausage.
Girl, I haven't seen a Tiffany plate on your channel in 10 years.
Like, if I was to watch eating content, I make sure to only watch ones that are healthy, because I noticed that like the unhealthy, lack of nourishing foods does trigger me. I'm trying to pay more attention to my hunger, fullness cues. I feel like the list can literally go.
I feel like she took that from me. I feel like Amber, you're not working on none of it. Look at her face. Oh no, Star said if Amber doesn't eat it, the skinny people are going to take it from her. I know. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys.
Go on and on and on and on and on, but I'm really working on it. It's free reign, not free range. Oh my God.
It's true. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know why I say free range, but thank you.
Because you don't really think about what you're saying, that's why.
For letting me know. I'm probably going to forget, if we're being honest.
No, yeah, she's going to forget because she doesn't actually care about what she says either.
So worried about my health at Denny's after the ER. Give me that girly pop grand slam. So I don't know if you guys know this, but most restaurants do have healthier options, and that includes Denny's.
Listening to this bullshit lie.
Literally like that towards everyone.
Whoops.
Make doctors, y'all. Keemstar cussed you out just like Zach did, but you loved when Keemstar did it. Make it make sense. Keemstar is a troll. He's literally like that towards everyone. Like, if you've watched his live streams, he's like that even towards the people that he loves the most. I'm not saying that he loves me.
Yeah, Jamie says Amber doesn't know what healthy means. You know what it is? You just think that because she actually does know, and much better, and she knows much more than we do, so.
I'm not saying that we're friends, because we're definitely not. But
Sure.
Even me and my closest friends, we call each other hoe, hooker, like bitch, like what's up bitch, like literally, like it's about the intent. Like it's way different when it's a joke versus like how Zach did it. Like that was out of anger. Like remember, intent matters, just like in most things. How was a guy walking?
Guys, I'm sorry. I kind of don't know what Amber was talking about there. I kind of... But, Amber's... I don't know what to say. I don't... It's just weird that she put Zach... Not only did she put Zachary Michael in the title, she put him early in the title. So she did this as clickbait. She used Zachary Michael as clickbait. Okay. Yeah, nah, Keemstar was not joking when he called her a bitch. I agree, Kilwell. I think he was... Oh, I didn't know that. The end said Amber apologized to Zachary in the DMs and tried to be friends. I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah, no, Keemstar was not joking. I think Keemstar is actually offended that Amber seems to be acting like she's too good to be going on the show. And that I don't know. Like, that's the way I took it. Thank you. Lexi said, leave our Zach alone. I don't know. Well, Amber doesn't have anything else to talk about, so it's not like she's got weight loss to talk about.
Watching your TikTok at Denny's. So it's not that it was a coincidence that the guy was watching my TikTok at Denny's and I heard him do it in the sense of like, oh, it's a coincidence. Like he's just sitting there watching my TikTok and then there I am. I pop up. It's the fact that he recognized me first, put the TikTok on, showed his friend, and he was like, no, it really is her. It's not that he was watching it first. Trust me, this happens a lot.
It happens so much. She's very famous, everybody.
Where someone will recognize me, they'll be looking, they'll either go to my Instagram or my TikTok, and I'll hear them. My mom will hear them. Like,
yeah, I bet she misses Zach too, Star. Because he's very nice.
When I got my other side of my nose pierced, my mom was whispering to me, she's like, those people recognize you. And it was just like a cluster of people. And I didn't even notice. Like we were in the piercing shop and she was like, watch. And then I caught them like looking and they were like whispering, yeah, it is her. But I was so nervous to get the other side of my nostril pierced that I didn't even notice. But like this has been happening forever.
She's very famous. Well, you know what it is, Amber? I think You're kind of very easily recognizable.
Like a lot of the time, like people do come up to me, but there are a lot of the time that they don't. And then later I'll get a message on Instagram where they're like, oh, I saw you on so-and-so. I was too shy to come up to you. I genuinely think I'm just recognized a lot because there's also a lot of people who cover me. All right, you guys, now it is time for the
That
interview.
was annoying to listen to. The interview.
So, where do you think the line is between weight being due to genetics versus being due to environmental factors or personal choice and lifestyle?
I don't think there really is a line because if it is due to genetics, then that's pretty black and white. I know for me, it's due to genetics.
No, girl, no. Genetics determines who can be fat, not who will be fat. That's a choice.
My grandma on my dad's side used to be 600 pounds, but then she actually got the weight loss surgery. So I only knew her as a woman who was like 100 and something pounds. She's no longer with us. Like, that woman was my heart and soul. I miss her so much every single day. But I also know that it's environmental because of the things that I went through, all of the trauma. I turned to food.
So she's very unique. She went through way more trauma than any of you guys.
So I have a lot of medical and I have a lot of environmental just things. And now that I have, because I know so many people are like, what? So these questions are pretty black and white. Like there's no even having to think of them. It's either it did happen or it didn't. I actually think that these questions might even be too triggering for some people. So I've decided I am not going to share them.
Hi, Amber. So I watched Destiny and Becky's video about you.
Okay.
And something that struck me as odd was the constant glazing everyone was doing for them. I felt that there was not a lot of accountability on Destiny/Becky's end.
Okay.
While I believe Becky may not remember everything clearly, it felt like she kind of began to use that as a crutch to not take accountability or answer difficult questions, like questions about Twinkie.
Okay.
Do you think that the fans were sort of ready to take anything Destiny and Becky said in order to run with it and paint you as the villain? And how do you navigate that? How do you navigate the hate?
How much do you guys think she paid for this one?
Oh, they were willing to hear anything said about me and believe it. Beck doesn't have to take accountability. Destiny doesn't have to take accountability. They will literally believe anything that they say. Beck doesn't remember a lot, and they lied a lot, and they exaggerated a lot. Like, literally, they lied about things that, like, there's proof of in vlogs, but nobody cares because they just want the tea about me. How have I navigated that? Well, I don't really know. I've popped off.
I'm like really mad. I'm sorry. I know I'm being like quiet. I don't know yes, it's Beck's fault. Lord, I can't, like, why is she still talking about Beck? Like, I'm like, I don't even want to look at her face. It's like, guys. Friggin'. Wait, who pointed out, guy? I'm like, I can't even, like, friggin' Amber, why don't you take a clue from your grandma and get yourself some help? It would make you a little less miserable. Why don't you focus on yourself instead of all these other people from your past? Why don't you focus on yourself? Why don't you be a little more like your grandma and actually have some success? Why don't you stop, working on your relationship with king size whatever, okay? Working on your relationship with Denny's. Why don't you stop and actually lose some friggin' weight and, like, get stuff, because that's actually what's gonna, guys, I'm just gonna be like, I'm like I said, I did not have a good few days, okay? Like, friggin', that's how you build yourself up and get self-esteem, by doing things like that. Like, by doing things like that for yourself, by doing the difficult thing for yourself that you didn't think you could do, but you do it anyway, and you get to enjoy the fact that you did it, and that's how you get self-esteem. It doesn't just get handed to you because friggin', I mean, yeah, we're all like children of God, but but you feel it when you actually do the things. So anyway, oh, this is good. Declan said, this is so great. Declan said, why isn't she on Ozempic or something? Right, like doing something like that to help herself. Well, Declan, she's been on Ozempic several times and quit several times. So, anyway, because she didn't have the money, though she did have thousands of dollars a month to spend on Uber Eats. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just can't even listen to this. This is like so annoying. I, I mean, you would figure that a person Amber's size would do something like that, go on Ozempic, try to help themselves, but Amber doesn't want to do that. She wants to be the special case who gets to play with food. You know, like friggin', I can't.
Like a medium amount, definitely in live streams. But like I'm telling you, I could like pop off at a level that would probably shock a lot of people, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna lower myself to that level. But at the level that I did
You're
pop off,
lowering yourself to lows lower than that. You might as well do that because you're currently lower than that already. You might as well. You've already made yourself that person. I'm sorry. You
it's
might
just
as well.
like, because it's too much. Like, why lie? Why share personal details? Like, it's just heavy. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. Any person on this
So
planet.
stop talking about it. Why do you keep bringing it up if it's so heavy? You know, I got some heavy stuff I could talk about right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Fucking like what? Like, oh my god. Oh Jesus. Anyway.
If they were experiencing what I have been experiencing, they would probably pop off themselves or they would disappear from the internet. Hint, hint. They will stay glazed, and I really just don't care.
Hey, Amblin, me and my girlfriend.
People experiencing, they would probably pop off. Person on this planet, if they were experiencing what I have been experiencing, they would probably pop off themselves or they would disappear from the internet. Hint, hint. They will stay glazed, and
What?
I really just don't care.
Hey, Amblin.
I don't know. Amber, right? Anne said no one cares if you pop off. Amber, lose some weight. Like, right? Lexi said heavy, a lot, overwhelming. Is that Amber describing herself? Like, girl, no, like this friggin' Beck stuff. Like, I can. I like. If you were bigger and better than this, then you wouldn't have posted this. You put it in your title, like you growing up in poverty. I don't even want to listen to that either because we were all poor growing up, Amber. Are you serious? Maybe you should be a little more poor so you won't afford to overfeed yourself anymore.
Me and my girlfriend have watched you for years now and have loved watching your journey. My question
Yeah, the end said shading Beck for not posting anymore. You know what? Talking about how Beck took a break. She's obsessed with her exes. I got nothing. And that's like, and it's because Amber is so focused on all these other people because she doesn't focus on herself. And that's what she needs to do. She needs to focus on what she needs to do next in life, you know? Anyway.
is, how do you handle setbacks without getting discouraged?
Ooh, I feel like I do get discouraged.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck is he talking about?
A lot, but somehow I just pick myself back up.
Hello, I'm doing
Pick yourself up and order something from Uber Eats.
this while I'm doing my skincare. My first question is, so we saw you get a Fitbit, and I mean,
Yes, whoever asked this, yes, thank you.
maybe I just haven't paid close attention, but I don't know where the Fitbit went, because I'm like, that Fitbits aren't cheap.
Yeah,
So
right. She's just wasting money. She's wasting money. She's wasting money on intentions, and that's what people do when they're not serious. When you don't actually sit down and plan things out, I mean, you just waste money and energy on intentions, on these grand intentions. I intend to make healthier meals, so let me buy all these new pans, right? Like, that's what, I don't know. That's what happens when you don't have a solid plan. You waste time and energy on a bunch of extra stuff. Anyway.
then also, I felt like you've had an Apple Watch before.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, where did that go? Why get a
Right.
Fitbit when you can, use your Apple Watch, I guess? I don't know.
Tim.
And I'm missing my second question in another.
Tim said she would need a crane to pick herself back up. It's like, wait, Amber, was that you picking yourself back up, or was that a machinery? I'm sorry, that was mean. Yes, she thinks this is funny, Jamie. She thinks this is great. It's just...
Thing. Hold on.
Okay, so they did send me a second question, as they said, but let me answer that real quick. So the Fitbit was broke. Remember when I showed you
Well, it's all that exercising that Amber did.
guys, like it went through the ringer to get to me? It was broke. Like the front of the screen cracked. Couldn't even turn on. I was like, is the universe telling me that like I don't need a Fitbit?
Amber, stop listening to the universe. She's so beyond hopeless. Guys, I am such a huge fan of like science on the universe and crap, but Amber, if you think the universe is telling you not to diet and exercise, then fine. I don't know. I'm not even gonna.
As for the Apple Watch, oh, she been lost. She been lost. I don't even think she made it to Oklahoma. All right, let's do the next
Can you imagine losing a $300 watch? And I can't.
question.
I can't. Anyway, I can't. She has too much money.
My second question is, you've cycled through a lot of diets.
Yes.
You'll count calories until it triggers you, then you'll eat intuitively until you gain too much weight and realize you don't have, that control yet, and then you'll try Ozempic till your gallbladder hurts and you...
This sounds very much like a yo-yo dieter, very common, but yes, I do cycle.
Oh, Amber's above that now. She's not a yo-yo. She's above that now.
I hope that you guys can hear them, by the way.
Keto, but then your gallbladder hurts.
Keto was like the one that she really... No, it was OMAD. She really stuck to OMAD for a while, I feel like.
But it helps your lipedema, so it's just, I don't know. I want to ask, what do you think what's it gonna take? Like, what's gonna work?
Nothing's for Amber. Nothing. She's way too unique. Look, she loves this. She's like, oh, I love hearing about how unique I am.
If you don't know that, that's okay too.
I don't know yet.
I was just curious because it's like...
You don't know it because you don't think... Amber, you have to plan it. You have to make it happen. I don't know yet. I don't know how the universe is going to deliver me this weight loss. Guys, I can promise you that weight loss is something you kind of have to do deliberately, right? It's not... Your body doesn't necessarily want to lose extra weight, okay? It's something you have to do deliberately. You have to kind of make your body do it, right? And, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan, but I have, I've followed your journey since, 2018. I'm going to be honest, it is a little maddening.
I've followed her since way longer than that. I've been watching her since, 2014 or something.
You're watching it. I'm living it. It is maddening. I literally hate this for the both of us.
Let me wash my hands real quick.
Okay.
So that's just my main question is, what's it gonna take? And I'm trying not to be rude, but I can come off really blunt, so I apologize for that.
No, you're good.
But yeah,
yeah, Cecily said, what's it gonna take? Girl, the big C wasn't enough of a wake-up call. Man.
Questions.
Oh, Travis, sorry you missed this. You know why? Because YouTube doesn't like to send out my notifications. I'm sorry about that.
Honestly, I think it's me working on my relationship with food because before...
We're back here again. Oh, you know what? It's going to take me just eating whatever I want for a while, guys. It's going to take me just, not following a diet and just, working on my relationship. I'm trying to... I've been working on my communication with a Big Mac. I think we're finally getting somewhere.
I never worried so much about that. It was more so ooh, diet culture. Ooh, let's lose weight.
Yes, 2014, Cecily. Yes, I used to be a fan. I used to be an Ambaby. I used to unironically watch her channel and root for her. Okay, but what was happening? I remember being frustrated with her channel because she would start a diet, and then her next video would be totally unrelated, and then the next video would be unrelated again, and then she's eating ice cream with her girlfriend or something. I started to get really annoyed. Anyway.
Now it's girl, let's work on that relationship with food. That's going to heal
the way it looks like your eyes are pink again too.
That you think of food. It's a lot. Okay, so they sent another one.
It's a lot. It's too much for you guys to understand. I'm way more advanced than you guys. These are advanced eating topics that only advanced foodologists with PhDs like me can understand, Amber says. You guys couldn't understand all this.
Listen.
Also, I was not going to send a third message, but your egg intolerance actually is probably a side effect from your gallbladder because the egg yolk is really fatty. And when I had my gallbladder, that was a huge trigger for me was eggs, and I still can't eat them.
Amber could literally, she doesn't care. She doesn't, even if eggs, she doesn't care. She, rolled her eyes. She's like, oh, maybe, she doesn't care. Even if she were to find out 100% fact true that the fat in eggs was bad for her, that it wasn't working with her gallbladder. Like, even if she learned that 110% for fact based on a blood test, she would still eat eggs. Okay? Because it's not about that with Amber. She doesn't actually want to feel better. You guys don't get it yet.
It reminds me of how sick I used to get when I had a gallbladder. So yeah, fun fact, it's probably because of your gallbladder.
I don't know why I'm
Star.
laughing, but no, it's not because of my gallbladder. I've actually had it since I was just a wee little girl, and my mom also suffers with the same thing. But thank you for the questions.
Hi, Amber. I just want to say that me and my sister love you. We always watch you together. But I just have two quick questions to ask. One, what like catchphrase, like, other than, like, I know you have like hectic on one, but, like, what catchphrase would you put on your like next like merch drop if you're gonna have one?
Sorry, guys. I don't
I
care
would
about
put
this
on one
question.
nap, literally a little tiny, but definitely.
Is if you could start your YouTube career from scratch but keep all your knowledge of how to be a YouTuber, would you do anything
All of Amber's knowledge that she has.
differently? Would you change the way you did your journey? Let us know. Love you.
Yeah, Wilma said you saw her in real time refuse to accept the criticism about the eggs. Yeah.
Yes, the answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I love you too.
Hi, Amber.
I even missed what that question was.
You're a
Sorry.
YouTuber. Would you do anything differently? Would you change the way you did your journey? Let us know. Love you.
Yes, the answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I love you too.
Hi.
You didn't say what you would change. She put no thought into that. She put no thought into that. She didn't even say what she would change. Guy, I'm squirming. You're not even answering the questions, Amber. You're just letting your ego be stroked. Holy Lord. My butt's getting a little sore, I'm not gonna lie.
Amber Lynn, long time viewer, first time questioner.
I'm gonna speed this up if you don't mind, guys. Just a little bit.
I've always wanted to know, when will you ever release any information on your foster journey and what had happened to you during?
I just don't like this. I don't like talks about her foster or her brothers or none of it. I kind of, it's not that I don't care. Yeah, Anastasia said these callers are all high. I don't know why she includes these. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
That time, I know that it's a very touchy subject.
Right, it's a touchy subject. That's what it is. And I don't know these people, and I just feel kind of weird talking about them.
It's just something that I've always found interesting.
Open to answering any questions about foster care.
I'm going to skip
your
this one.
videos playing in the background has gotten me through both my bachelor's degree and now my master's degree.
Oh my gosh, congrats.
I gotta balance the chaos with some more chaos.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was using you as like, oh, I hate this is gonna sound so brutal. Amber was like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was watching it because you guys saw. I said, I've been watching Amber since 2014. I started to watch Amber while I was on my weight loss journey. I lost probably the majority of the weight I lost in 2014, and it was 2014, 2013. I guess 2015 too. Like, those were all like my big weight loss years. And I was watching Amber as part of, like, I was watching a bunch of weight loss channels, right? Amber wasn't the only one. And Amber just wasn't losing anything. She never did. And she would talk about starting a diet, and then she would start vlogging about something else. Like, it was really, this was back in the Crystal era. Friggin' exactly. Veronica said, I don't care because she won't be honest anyway. That's how I feel. Anyway.
So my question is, coming from a place of someone who also grew up in poverty and struggles with...
Christ. Do I have to hear this? No, I'm sorry. I feel bad for the caller. I know it sucks. You grew up in poverty. Friggin' we all did. I'm sorry. I'm just in that mood today, guys.
the scarcity mindset.
Yes.
Scarcity mindset is something I still struggle with. But yeah, anyway, but Amber clearly still struggles with this herself. You would figure with her, she's taking 3 medications now, right? You would figure that she would do anything to help herself. That paying, that paying for Zepbound would be no problem. But she's willing to use it's too expensive so quickly as an excuse. I mean, I remember being unable to take a medicine once because the cost was literally 2 or 3 times as much as I earned in a month. So that happened to me once, I remember. But Amber can afford it. Because like you guys said, it's only like $500 out of pocket. So she could afford it. It's just her priorities are elsewhere.
I ask, how do you plan on dealing with this in the long term? I know that I feel like once I have money, I need to spend it, or even once I have food, I need to eat it, because I feel like I might never have it again. I still go back to that place in my mind. And, in the context of weight loss, which is also something I have struggled with, I think that the scarcity mindset gets in our way, because in our search for balance, we will create an artificial scarcity that our mind just instinctually wants.
Okay, I don't know who's calling Amber, but whoever this is, right? These are all things that Amber needs to not think about, because Amber needs to get real with her diet and like make some serious cuts and changes, in my opinion. I think she needs to really like clean up her diet serious, and she doesn't need to be thinking about her relationship with food and all this blah, 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 her scarcity mindset, all this bullshit. What would help her mindset is actually losing some weight and actually having some success. That's what would actually help Amber's mental health, in my opinion. And I'm sure you all agree. So she needs to focus on that.
As to alleviate. And so with that said, do you ever think that you'll get over the scarcity mindset? Is there something that you're doing or can see yourself doing?
Oh, Helena, this is a public stream. I'm glad you can make it. I have the member streams on Tuesdays and Tuesdays and Fridays at noon.
To interrupt these thought patterns, because it can be done, and I know that it can be done by doing some work with making yourself feel more secure in your situation. And yeah, I don't know, this is long, but I hope that this question finds you well, and happy summer.
What was the question?
Bye.
Aw, thank you. I literally loved that voicemail. Thank you. Voicemail. That's not a voicemail.
That I know, that was a great voicemail, because that voicemail gave Amber's all sorts of excuses to still stay fat. Now she's got a new one, her scarcity mindset. So thank you, caller.
Voice message. Thank you. I genuinely love that. I do have that mindset. I noticed it more and more. Like, more money that I made on YouTube, the more I would spend it. Like, I used to buy so much clothes from Torrid because I grew up with none. Like, when I lived with my parents, I had like 1 pair of pants, 1 sweater. Then I went to a children's shelter where you're sharing clothes with everybody. Like, there's like a special closet that you would go in, and like, I had nothing. And then even through foster homes, like, I would get a couple outfits, but then I would transfer into a different foster home, and then I would lose those clothes. It's like, where the hell did they go? I don't understand. And then when I was living with my parents, it's like, one day we wouldn't really have much food. The next day my dad would go out and buy a bunch of like,
oh my God, this is her. Amber's past was way poorer than our past. Amber's should be making all of us feel rich. Her new diagnosis unlocked. Now she's got a scarcity mindset. We all do, girl. None of it's like freaking, like, the average rent is in America is like $5,000. Is that not really? But anyway, like, girl, we all like girl. Stop it with all these buzzwords and just friggin' stop ordering McDonald's. Hello?
$1 cheeseburgers from McDonald's. And then I would eat it fast and a lot. And like, we got free food from the food bank. That's a random fact.
God, I hate this caller. Look,
get delivered to us every Saturday.
We got a new trauma, guys. Sorry, guys. Cat Lou said, what group home makes children share clothes? Look, that's another thing. I don't know what Amber's past was. That's why I kind of don't like going back in the past. I don't know what group homes are like. I don't want to laugh about group homes. I just want to laugh at Amber thinking that she's working on her relationship with food while she eats a king-size candy bar. Can I laugh at that?
We had nothing. And now that I have this money, it's like I catch myself buying too much of something. And a lot of people's like, Amberlyne's a hoarder. It's like, no, I'm not a hoarder. My brain.
No, well, it's not. I'm not a hoarder. It's my brain because of my scarcity mindset, because I was poor when I was a kid. like, okay, that's weird. It's like, girl, you're an adult. You should be able to, like, move past these things.
Does not work accordingly. And I don't really 100% know how to get out of it. I mean, I will say,
Our Lady of Perpetual Suffering. I can't. Who said that? Spooky Fish. Oh, that's a great name. Right.
I have definitely improved. I'm not sitting here buying
Sorry.
hordes of clothing anymore. Like, I'll buy a few things off of
Oh, well, you're also, Amber, let's also, oh, I gotta take my medicine. Let's be a little fair, though. You're also not making 2018 money, that's for sure.
If they like drop something that's like super cute in my
100%.
style. I still buy like Legos and stuff because that's my hobby, and literally my head is full of chaos and war and depression and sadness, and the minute I start doing a Lego, all of that just silences. So it's like I am trying to spend money on things that actually genuinely I feel like I need or like want.
Amber, if these things actually helped you in any way, then we would see improvement. You gained weight this past week. I think these things are just actually distracting you from what you really need to do, which is get real. And get real with your diet and stop eating this crap.
Instead of like being in that mindset. All right, you guys, now it is time for tea or tail. Amberlynn is dumb for not reading her oracle cards in the right order.
I don't want to. This is stupid. Sorry. I don't want to listen to. Okay. Amberlynn only showers and cleans in her vlogs to prove she can. These are made up. Guys, I can't. I'm being so gaslit. Like, I feel like. Veronica said, go for a walk. Right? I wish I could go for a walk. That's another thing. Okay, I don't want to get upset again. I wish I could go for a walk. Amber could go for a walk whenever she wanted. Sorry. Oh, Rosie says, are you getting frustrated? Guys, let me take a break. I gotta pay attention to Chi-Chi's. Chi-Chi, do you want to say hello to the vlog? My precious baby. I know that Jamie wants to see you at least. Are you getting bored of me? Are you getting bored? Oh, I bet you want to. I know Mommy's going to be home soon. Your Mommy's home soon. Your baby's a good. Oh, you're so good. I don't know if you're going to. I don't know about that today, Rosie. It's like pouring rain. But maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Usually they've been like taking her outside. I don't want to say the word after around now, before or after dinner. Oh yeah, go for a walk, Lex. Oh my God, Lexi, I would love to go for a walk, guys. If any of you, especially if any of you can go for a jog. I miss running so bad, and I was never like a big runner, but friggin' I loved run. Okay, sorry guys. Do you guys mind if I just kind of skip around here? Because I'm also like I'm getting hungry, friggin'. Let me see, okay. I don't want to listen to that, if you guys don't mind. Okay, what is this? Amberlynn did the right thing by going to the hospital. Guys, sure, of course, sure you, I mean, I don't know if she did it. Look, bad choices. Let's see what this is.
All right, you guys, it is time for bad choices.
I'm done. I'm sorry. Wait, I didn't even have this on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't react at all, guys. Did you guys mind if I'm done? I'm done. I can't. They were 9. I got nothing. I gotta do nothing. And I gotta pay attention to Rosie. Rosie says you got the goodest little girls in the wilds. You got the goodest little girls in the wilds. I know. Mommy's gonna be home soon. Yes, she is. You're the goodest little girl. I love you. Oh, good girl. Oh, that's my baby. Okay, I gotta. Sorry, everybody. How old is Rosie? I don't want to talk about it. She's a little baby. That's how old she is. Anyway, no, I'm sorry, guys, to like not watch then. It's just I get so frustrated with the what do you call it? The tea or tell? No, what's it? Let's Talk episodes are kind of, I don't know, maybe they're a little, I didn't need lecture length. Thank you, Blue Hoodie. I knew that's all those questions that I skipped were all lectures, and I didn't have the, they were all lectures. I knew I wasn't actually missing anything, but I will be right. She's a forever baby, Lexi. She's 2 years old. That's what she is. She's 2 years old. Are you 2? Are you 2 years old? She's always 2. She's a forever little puppy. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. So, all right, I'm gonna be back. Tomorrow's Friday, so I have a member stream tomorrow. So I'll be live tomorrow for members around noon. And I'm all caught up, so I'm really excited because I got a few things to watch and I get to choose. And I'm so excited. So, alright, so I really want to catch up with, I think I want to watch more of, I got a few people I want to watch with my members. I'm not sure, but we watched, God, what was his name? I forget. He's the guy, he's losing weight. He was 700 pounds. Yeah, anyway, so he was good. So I think I want to watch him again tomorrow, or I might want to watch we'll see. We're going to have a good one tomorrow. Basically, we're watching someone other than Amber tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Saul, yes, or Sal. I keep thinking of Saul, like Better Call Saul. But Sal, I think his name is. Yes, Sal. We're going to watch Sal tomorrow if you guys don't mind. So, and other than that, guys, I think I'm going to, I'll probably be live on Saturday publicly. So, I'll see the members tomorrow and I'll see all y'all on Saturday. So I think that sounds good. Oh, he did a Trader Joe's haul. I'm so excited. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming. And I will see you guys very soon. Have a great day or a great evening. All right, bye, everybody. Oh, what time? I'm sorry, Alice. I'm going to be live tomorrow for members at noon. But when I'm live on Saturday, I'm probably going to be live around this time, around 3 or 4. But for members tomorrow, well, oh, I wish I could gift you a membership. I don't know how I can do that. Like, can you gift a membership to a specific person? Anyway, sorry. But anyway, yeah, I'll have a public stream probably around 3 or 4 on Saturday. And other than that, guys, I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.